Yo, what's happening, people? And welcome back to Gav Goes In. Big up yourselves each and every time. Big up to Gamer. Just waiting for my guy Jonas to come through. Guys, how are you all doing? Let's let him through. Let's let him answer for his sins. What are you saying, cuz?
Is this what
Sorry.
pre-matches? Is this what
Sorry, man.
pre-matches are
Something
done
funny.
about?
What's up, man? Something funny.
Is this what happens when
Man,
you?
like Bret Hart. Big up to Gamer. Big up.
Is this what happens when you win 3 matches in a row?
Bro, listen, I got to bask in the glory while I can, man. You know, because it's not going to last for too long. So we got to do it while we can, man. You know, how you been though? Anyway, you been good?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. How are you?
Whoa, listen, man.
I see
Just
you
got some
shining.
shades on, man. So that will tell you all you need to know.
Do you know what I feel like? I feel like you're in a Mace video. I thought he's about to get a shiny suit out like Puff Daddy and that.
Boy, listen, that my suit's dirty, man. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Now listen, the shades had to come on today. They had to come on today because, listen,
You gotta enjoy it.
bro, listen, I've got to enjoy it, man. My team's been in problems for 10 years. So any bit of fun I can have, man, I'm gonna have it. You know, it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. I feel like Terminator right here. I ain't gonna lie. I might be starring in the next Judgment Day film, man. Trust me. But listen, talk to us, man. Let us know what's happening with your team because is it Arne Slot or Arne Snot? Let man know. Let man know because four in a row.
Yeah, but it's not like I'll be honest with you. Do you remember like when you lot were playing and you were getting absolutely destroyed by teams? It's not like we're getting destroyed by teams. It's just literally we're losing by a 1 goal deficit, which I'm not that stressed about. I'm not that stressed about. I think personally he needs to look at probably playing Robertson. He needs to look at what he can do with the midfield because he needs to make it a bit more solid. But I'm not stressed. I am not stressed. I reckon it becomes good. I think he just needs the kid just gotta get something right, and he will get it right. And once it gets right, Gav, I'll be back here with the shades.
Bro, keep talking, man. I'm enjoying it, man. Listen, the floor is yours. Keep going.
I'll be
Four in a
back here
row.
with the
Keep going, man. I'm here to listen to your problems.
listen.
99
Shit,
problems, man. Listen.
shit happens. Shit happens. What
I'm here
can
to
I
listen.
say?
Because I tell you this now, yeah, the amount of nonsense I was hearing at the start of the summer. You know, we've got Ekatike, we've got Isak, we've got Verts, we've got Kirkes, Frimpong, and to find yourselves 1 point behind us.
Shit happens. It's all right, B. Well, I'm not stressing. Like I said, until we get to like the middle of the season, and it's like, oh, this is problems. We're stressing out. All this is going on. This ain't happening. Blah blah. Listen, I'm not worried. Like I say, the man is trying to change his form. He's trying to change the system and the way we play it in terms of. You got to remember, you're going from club ball, which is more or less fast paced pressure higher up the pitch, you get a lot more exposed on the break. This
Mhm.
one, he's trying to sort of limit that. So he's sort of trying to figure out how he can get all the best players he's got in the team on the pitch. Where I don't think he needs to do that. I think he just needs to think about, okay, what can I do to shore up the defense? What can I do so that, and that's the first thing. The first thing is stop leaking goals in the first minute. If you can stop leaking goals in the first minute, we'll be all right. That's our first problem. Stop that leaking goals in the first minute. Because I mean, it is 3 games. What is it? 3 games where we're conceding in the first minute. 4 games where we're conceding in the first minute.
Something like that, yeah.
It's not good, bro. It's not good at all. But we'll bounce back. I have faith.
Whoa, I heard that last week. I think I heard it the week before as well. I'm not sure where you guys are bouncing back from, but I can tell you this for free. It's not in the Premier League.
It's a long week, Rev. It's a long week, Rev.
Listen. I mean, I didn't see the game personally. I didn't see the game. But 3-1 against Brentford, and I think you know what it is. Yeah, going to Brentford is never going to be an easy game, really. But to think that you beat Eintracht Frankfurt in midweek, by all accounts, you're thinking, we're going to be back in the groove, and you guys just get knocked back down to reality, man. You got Kirkes looking like a madman out there, like just running up and down to no avail. I think Van Dijk, for me, I rate Van Dijk, but Van Dijk thinks he's, I don't know, the man thinks he's just, I can't even answer, man. I don't know what he's doing. Like, the guy just thinks he's got all the time in the world. Like, he thinks he's the best centre back that's ever played the game. And the way he's playing, this aura defending, it's in full effect now. I think Konate's hamstrings will be going very soon. I mean, Connor Bradley's shit. I rated him, but I think he's shit. I think when he's coming to the first team now, and there's no one else really that he's. I mean, it was Trent obviously, but now it's him having to, cement his place.
Yeah.
He's shit. Gravenberch, obviously, I like him. He didn't play. Curtis Jones, I like him, but he can't really get too much game time. Salah was shit. Great, to be fair, great touch.
Great goal.
Swung his foot at it, but he was shit. Gakpo's a headless chicken. Ekatike weren't great. I like Verts, but Verts is playing like he's scared of football. Like, bro, I don't really know, man. I don't really know what to say because did I see 4 games lost in a row? I didn't, man. And Arne Slot, I think what's happened with Slot as well, yeah. Slot's tried to change too much so quickly because I think last season it was more of a case of let the players play. Now he's come in, he's trying to put his own stamp on the team, and quite clearly he's struggling. So
It's
boy,
that. It's that, but I also think the fact that, like you say, he's changing things too quickly, too fast, and I
yeah,
think because we are trying to change things too quickly, too fast. Like even in terms of like Gravenberch's role had changed this season, and it's like I give you more license to go and do blah blah. Salah, you don't have to track back as much. Like I get all of this, but at the end of the day, I think personally, I just think that he needs to now turn around and go, okay, cool. None of that's worked.
mm,
Let's see what else I can improve. Curtis Jones, I think was brilliant. I think it
yeah.
was I think it's
The
unlucky.
thing is, he's a good player, but he ain't gonna be playing regularly in that midfield unless Slot grows some balls because obviously I think Curtis Jones is more or less someone that last resort he might get game time, but I think it might be the time to try and just play in more games. If I'm honest,
Yeah, yeah. And I think personally, I think it's just I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I just think there's a lot going on at this point in time. And I think a lot of people are like, oh yeah, but you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have changed this, you should have changed that. And he's gone out and he's got all these tools now.
yeah,
And I think like anyone, like any of us would do, you're going, how do I fit all these tools into the team?
mm,
Rather than going, let me see what works this game. Okay, it's Brentford. Okay, cool. What we need to do is they're going to try and run that midfield apart. We need to keep that midfield solid. Let me play a 3 in the middle. Let me play a back 4, and let me play a front 3. And it's not like it's like he's going 4-2-4, like which is hard on Vert because he's not a man that's used to. Like I know he runs in the German league, but it's nothing like here. It's not as quick. It's not as. Do you know what I mean? And I think people are taking a lot away from Brentford.
yeah,
Brentford have been quite good. Like like Brentford have been brilliant. To
mm,
say that they lost Whistler and lost Embuemo, and
yeah.
nothing looks like it's changed. You got to give them credit where credit is due. Liverpool have been shit, but are Brentford still that? Do you know what I mean? Is it because Brentford are still that good?
Well, the thing is, I think even when Brentford beat us at their place, I mean, they definitely deserved that win, man. They played Man United off the pitch, so I mean, I watched that game and I knew Brentford would be doing a similar thing, man. Because although they lose certain players, it's about the structure of the team, man, and just putting players that have been missed, that have gone, just putting players in replacement. I mean, you look at Dango Utara, for instance, who got the first goal. He's a
Exactly.
carbon copy of Embuemo, really. Left-footed, he's got pace, got physicality. So he was an easy kind of player to bring in that sense. And then
Yeah.
you got Igor Thiago to replace Vissa. So listen, man, they're a very good team, man. They're a problem. And but as I said, I thought with Liverpool, again, I didn't see the game, but you're thinking Liverpool losing three in the bounce again, especially against United last game. I would have at least would have thought, you would have gone there, tried to make it a bit more tighter at Brentford, and dare I say, nick a win, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to come away from there losing 3-1, I mean, the confidence is just going to be low, man. So,
Hey,
um,
3-2. 3-2. Don't put
oh,
that
my bad.
extra one in there.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry, my bad. 3-2. 3-2. Sorry. We still lost, but there you go. But, nah, listen, man. I think that's what I'm saying, man. Does Slot need to go? What do you reckon?
No, and this is the major thing. I know people go, "Oh yeah, but Slot." No, he doesn't. Like, I'm not being funny enough here.
Mm,
Like, and I hate to make this comparison. Arteta had the same team as Unai Emery in the cup final. Did
mm.
he win the final?
Uh, yeah, he did.
Did he win that final? That final where
Oh,
he had this.
what? FA Cup final.
So do you know the season when Arsenal
Mm.
got rid of Unai Emery
Oh,
and he
yeah,
got
yeah.
them to that final? That
Mm.
final, did Arsenal win it or did they lose that final? I can't remember if they won or lost that
What,
final.
what, what, what final is this though?
It was the first year he took over. It was the
What
first year
Arteta?
he took. Yeah, the first year he took over, and they sacked. I'm sure they sacked Unai Emery like halfway
Yeah,
through the season or
yeah.
whatever.
Arteta won FA Cup in it. That's his only trophy. Not of his team though.
You see what I mean? So, but
Mm.
now I look at it and I go, not much has changed since that team that Slot's taken over. The only
Yeah.
thing that he's brought in really is is what's his name? Is Bert, who they knew they were buying straight away.
Mm.
Ekatike, they got rid of Diaz, they got rid of Nunez. You've lost Diego Jota. Do you know what I mean? And I think the major thing is Slot went in his
Yeah.
first season. I know people go, oh yeah, but the season was shit and blah blah and this and that. I'll be like, I'm not being funny, and I think Liverpool won. He won a trophy that season, and he won a Premier League trophy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So to me, and he got quite well in the Champions League. Got beat by a team that won it in the final. So you can't
Mm.
argue with that. The man has earned his warranty to be like, I need to change the system now, and I need time to figure it out. How do I figure it out? So I think personally, I don't think people can turn around and be like, oh well, Slot needs to go after 4 games and blah blah. What I do think he does do, which someone pointed out to me the other day, is in the press conferences, he's turning
Mm.
around and he's going, "We don't like the long ball. We don't like the long ball. So what a team's going to do? We're going to go and play the long ball."
What do you mean? What the long ball
So
against it? What, against him? He's saying
yeah, yeah. So when he's looking at
you don't
stats
you
and
don't
stuff,
come out and say that.
exactly. But when he's looking at stats and stuff, so now when he's looking at stats and certain things, and he's going, "Oh, well, in the first 9 games of last season, we only played against 100 long balls. This season, we played against almost 200, which is almost double."
Mm.
And then he's going, "That's not the way we like to play football." Blah blah, this and that. That's what teams are going to come out and do against you.
Yeah.
So I think personally, just needs to. Well, I don't know if he's doing it because he's like, okay, cool. I understand that we don't like it, but it's what we got to deal with, and everybody can see it. Everybody can see it, so we've got to deal with it anyway. But I just don't think he's understood the fact that he can't come out and just be like, "Oh yeah, we don't like the long ball, blah blah. We need to fix this and that, and we need to sort this out." And it's just like, big man, you can't be giving away your tactics. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If you
That's,
don't like it,
to be fair, that's poor. That is poor to come out because you're making your team now look vulnerable when really and truly it's the worst time to be doing it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly,
crazy.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think he needs time. Um, I think he needs to. I think he'll get given the time. I just think, like I said, I feel like it's very reactionary. Like, yeah, we've been great and whatever else, but again, we thought this would happen last season, but it didn't.
Mm, yeah.
So I think Liverpool fans are really resigned to the fact that fair enough, we've gone out and spent this money, and last season we looked good, but I think we were always resigned to the fact that there's always going to be a period where there's going to be a recession, and this
Mm.
is the recession. And I think he just needs to sort it out before in the next probably 3 or 4 games. He needs to figure it out because if he doesn't, we're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, what can he change? That's what I want to know because I mean, dare I say it, January, you go back into the market. You know what I mean? After
To
what you
get
guys have spent already?
to get what though? What are we down in the market for?
That's what I mean. You know what I think you guys probably might be looking at? A number 6.
Like a proper DM.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
the fact that he because as we know, Gravenberch ain't a 6, Gravenberch is an 8. But
yeah,
the fact that he went into the season and still persisted with Gravenberch and now he's got the injury, like that's poor judgment, really. It's
yeah,
poor judgment.
yeah,
Like he focused all of his efforts on getting strikers in, even though you had Ekatike that coming already and was showing that he can score goals. He went with Isak, and now you got injury to Gravenberch. That defense is looking lightweight. Kirkes is looking like a crackhead. You know what I mean? So yeah, boy, I don't know what he was thinking, but
Well,
something's got to change. But I don't really know what, to
the
be
problem
honest.
is, is now you could turn around. So, like, for instance, and I know people will hate to hear this, but like Leone, you couldn't have predicted. You couldn't have
Yeah,
predicted
yeah,
Leone.
yeah.
You couldn't have predicted Leone getting injured, doing whatever happened to him, happened to him.
I agree.
You couldn't predict the fact that you lose Gravenberch, who was fit most of last season, to then this season, he sort of whatever's happened. You
Yeah.
can't then predict them losing. And the other thing I think that is affecting Salah that no one's really talking about is him and Diogo Jota were quite close. So for him to come into work and have to deal with all this shit that he's not scoring and that he's not doing his business, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Fuck me!" What do I do?
Bro,
What?
you're laughing because you know, yeah. Listen. It's 5:50, yeah. Big up Diego Jota and the family. You know, obviously, what a tragedy it was, man. Listen, these things you never want to hear in football. You know,
Yeah,
and you know, it's. I think I speak for everyone saying, you know, wish his family every bit of success in the future, man. Because to lose 2 sons is not good. But one thing I'm not gonna do, yeah, is sit on here and listen to Mo Salah's form is because of Dogo Jota. That's what I'm not gonna do, yeah. So let's throw that right in the bin right now, yeah. Because if Mo Salah was banging in 20 goals already, no one's talking about Dogo Jota, yeah. So let's allow that, yeah, and let's look at the facts that this guy has got the new contract, the big money, and he's absolute shit, garbage, yeah. Garbage or shit, whatever you want to choose. Mo Salah is garbage. Listen, his finish and his touch, I'm here for that because the touch was class, and you know I give credit where credit's due. I mean the goal, you could say he swung at it with his right foot, but still, you know I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. Great touch, great finish. But from what I heard, I didn't see the game. Obviously, you probably saw the game. I heard he was poor again, non-existent.
he was poor again. And
He
but
was poor again.
the thing is,
Mm.
I don't understand what you got to do to get him in the game. This is the other thing. I don't understand what you got to do to get him in the game. Maybe he doesn't need
Wait, just quickly, what do you think's changed from last season
what in
in
terms of
terms of
him
why Salah can't get into the game? Is what you're saying?
because I think he is in his own head, and I think the whole thing of is like last season he didn't have to track back. This season, I think he needs to help Conor Bradley out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, because you got to think, like in my head personally, and I know
Mm.
people will hate that I say this, I said, why don't you just play Endo? Like, why don't you just play Endo for a game in DM? I don't need him to be pretty. I don't need him to.
I think you were saying this last stream as well. Actually, you said this.
Yeah, I don't need him to be pretty. I don't need him to do anything spectacular. I just need him to break up the play and get a yard passing. That's all I need him to do. I don't need it to be pretty in there. I need it to be that if Conor Bradley goes, he pulls in. If Kirkus goes, he pulls in. He should not move from that centre circle. And that's all I want him to do. And someone was saying, oh, well, I don't think he's got the legs. And when you look at the Chelsea game, he's giving away goals and blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm not being funny enough. The man's not had a run of games. What do you want him to do? Like, what do you want him to do? If you're not in the team constantly and then you're complaining that this guy is not good enough and blah, blah, and this and that, he's at your disposal. Use him. The man will happily throw himself about and put his body about and get into people. I don't need him to be pretty. I just need him to get into someone like Damsgaard, get into someone like an Eze. Because all they're going to try and do is dance around him. You ain't going nowhere. Tug, pull, whatever you got to do. Just annoy, frustrate him. Because that throws him off of his game. I don't need it to be pretty. I just need someone to come in there and be dirty and just break up the play a little bit. Because you've got the rest of the team that can play around him. All I need him to do is a Mascherano job. Go in there, just break up the play, make it look ugly. I don't give a shit what you got to do, who you got to frustrate. Frustrate them. Because at the end of the day, I know people go, oh yeah, but Conor Bradley and this and that. But I'm like, at the end of the day, you don't know what their role is. So I don't know what they're being told. I don't know if they're being told that you need to get higher up the pitch, but if you go higher up, then you need to pull back. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is the thing. What instructions has he been given? Same with Kirkes. What's Kirkes been given? Because I know the goal. It's from Bradley to Thing, but when you look at it, Kirkes is in the box, and Conor Bradley's up the pitch. But this is where I think we miss someone like a Henderson, like in terms of
organization.
Yeah, in terms of don't move further than the second third of that pitch. The second third of that pitch, if you see Conor Bradley go, drop in, make a back three. Do you know what I mean? Or drop in I just need someone to just a little bit more commanding. I know Van Dijk's got a voice and whatever else. Sometimes I don't think it's good criticism. I feel like you're just shouting at players to shout at players. I don't feel like it's good. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like it's good criticism.
Oh, I was gonna get into that actually. Funny you mentioned that. Yeah, you see the problem with Van Dijk as well. Yeah, because he's got this aura defending and the aura around him. Yeah, I think the issue is no one can tell Van Dijk anything in that team, and I believe that becomes a problem because there's players that need to be held accountable. Yeah, no one's really holding Van Dijk accountable when he's doing his nonsense. So if Van Dijk lets his man run or he's a bit lackadaisical when he's defending, because he's the captain and there's no one else really that can tell him anything, that will make him be a bit complacent. Whereas I don't rate Henderson, but one thing Henderson would probably do if he was there, if he notices Van Dijk's just messing up, Henderson will feel no way to say to Van Dijk, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And I think Van Dijk needs that. But if you look at for Holland and look at for Liverpool, he's the big guy. Like, no one can tell him anything. And that creates its own problem. Creates its own problem.
It's that, and it's also, you got to remember, the age difference between them is almost like 10 years. Do you know what I mean?
Between who?
Like, in terms of, like, certain football players on the team. So when you look at players like Conor Bradley, when you look at Konate, when you look at Kirkes, when you look at all these guys are young that are around him. So it's like the only way I can describe it is it's like me and you playing football on a Monday or a Tuesday evening, 11 aside, and you've got all these 21, 22-year around you, and they're chatting shit to you, and you think, big man, you can't be chatting shit like that.
Yeah. I know what it means.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. Bear with me a second.
Yeah, go on, bro, go on. Guys, big up yourselves, man. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Obviously, I've got my prescription glasses on today, so I had to put them on, man. A little bit of hay fever bothering me as well. So if the hay fever clears up, you might see these glasses come off. But Yeah, listen, make sure you guys smash the like button and make sure you sub to the channel if you're new as well. And Jonas is linked to his Instagram and to his Twitter. He's also in the description. So yeah, make sure you guys go over and give him a follow as well.
Right,
Um,
I'm back.
but bro, yeah, what I wanted to say actually as well, yeah, is do you think it was Slot's, I want to say inexperience in a sense, because when you actually think about it, yeah, if they're under pressure like they are, Liverpool, and you're going away to Brentford, and if you all you got to do is look at Brentford's record at home, I think they might have the best record at home. I could be wrong, yeah. So in a sense, in a sense, in a sense, yeah, just play an Endo, where at least Endo, as shit as he is with his gum shield, yeah, at least he's gonna give you a bit, at least he's gonna give you a bit of protection, to try and get your way into the game. It's not going to be pretty, but maybe he might have missed a trick there because that's probably a bit of inexperience on his part, really, when you think about it.
It might be, and this is the thing. I think the other thing people forget is he's only had one season in the Prem,
Yeah.
and it's not like he was playing against, like you said, it's not like he was playing against the teams last season and they were all
Mm,
top tier. No, no, no. Everybody's on ball this year.
mm,
Everybody's on ball this year. Like, and I'm not being funny. And I know it'll be like, oh yeah, but listen, that like last season was a bit of a fluke season, which it was.
mm.
Like, but at the end of the day, you got to come into a new season expecting everybody to be ready.
Yeah.
Everybody will be ready, and everybody knows how you're going to play and what you're going to play like, etc. And I know he's trying to change it. And possession-wise, Liverpool are a thing, but I think the other thing is conceding. Like we need to stop the goals, like you say, and as I say, I just feel like because there's a lot of young players around Van Dijk, I feel
Mm.
like there's not a lot that they can say to him. Like you say, because he's the big dog, isn't it? The only
Yeah.
other person that could really say something to him probably is Salah.
And Salah's not really that kind of guy. He's quite quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
He just comes in and wants to do his job. But again, when you look at it, you've got a lot of captains in there. So like someone like Szoboszlai, for me, for
Yeah.
instance, is given
Yeah.
110% every game. I need
Mm.
to see everybody else doing that, but I
Yeah.
don't. Do you know what I mean? I don't, and I think it is horrible, and I think it is tough, and they're all battling with their own things, and it's a pressure, but it's even like stuff like that's being taken out of context. So it's like when Slot was talking about because they were going, "Oh, what's going on with Isaac and blah blah," and he was going, "Oh," he said, "I don't know what their training schedule was like at the previous club or whatever," but he said it's the pressure of coming from a smaller club to a bigger club. Which
Mm.
is not, do you know what I mean? It's not wrong. Like, I'm not being funny, I think. Newcastle is not on the same level as Liverpool. Like, it's still a step up. You're still making a transition from probably a big team probably in the north and in England. But
Yeah.
when you look outside of it, like, I'm not being funny in that. Some of the biggest clubs are like Newcastle, are like Arsenal, Man
Mm.
United, Man City. Do you know what I mean? All these guys are big abroad. Like it's not like he's turned around and it was like, oh, what do you? They asked Eddie Howe. They were like, oh, what do you think of Slot's comments about a smaller club? And he's like, no, no, no. He was just saying it's a smaller club compared to the club that he's at now. Like it's not
Yeah.
a bad thing. It's just it is what it is. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like Mbeumo going from Brentford to Man United. It's a
Mm.
smaller club. Do you know what I mean? He's not
Yeah.
taking a piss. He's just going. It's a different level of pressure, which it is.
Yeah.
It is a different level of pressure. You miss
Mm.
one chance, like he could miss 3 or 4 chances at Newcastle and they wouldn't get onto him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But you miss one chance at Liverpool and they're like, why is he missing so many chances?
It's front page story, man. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And it's a case of it's a different level of pressure. It's a different level of pressure. It's a different level of how do I cope with we're now 4 games on the bounce. We've never done this.
Yeah.
We're used to winning week in, week out. But again, this I think is a good test because a lot of these players, when you look at Kirkes, you look at Conor like some of these players might not be used to losing every week. But again, you need that to humble you and to be like, listen, whatever aura defending, whatever else you thought you had going on, and whoever you thought you was last season, it's not this season. You need to
Mm.
figure this out now. And
Yeah.
maybe that's what they need. Maybe they do need a humbling. Because at the end of the day, for me personally, I don't want it to be like, oh, this Liverpool team are great and blah blah. And look, they've just gone from stride to stride. Yes, we've improved on the talent that we have, but again, I still think personally that they do need some humbling, and maybe this turns around and goes, actually, we can't take nobody for granted now. Whether it's a Leeds, a Burnley, whether it's a Man United, Man City, whether it's a Real Madrid, do you know what I mean? None of that helps, but at the end of the day, you got to beat whoever's in front of you. And at the end of the day, you got to treat everybody with the same respect. In the matter of the fact is, they can beat us no matter who they are.
Yeah.
All these teams deserve to be here. So as much as you show them a level of respect, you still have to go, okay, cool, we're still Liverpool, but I can't take nothing away from them. They're running the same field as me. Like, for instance, like, people are taking the piss out of Xhaka. Xhaka went back to Sunderland and bossed both Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, who were 200 million players in the middle of the park that Arsenal let go. And this man bossed both of them and basically went, yeah, you think you'll come in Sunderland to get 3 points? You man are mad. Come out of here with that. Again,
And
do you
now,
know what I mean?
and now he's got them in the top 4. Crazy, isn't it?
See what I mean? See what I mean? It's a for me, it's a mentality though. And I'm
Yeah,
hoping that
I agree.
Szoboszlai's mentality of I'm giving 110%, I'm running this field, I'm doing everything, I'm everywhere on the fucking field. I'm hoping that that carries through to a few other players and I go, all right, cool. Szoboszlai's doing it, we need to do it now. We need to think
Yeah.
about doing this. We need to think about how we improve our status to get better and how. But like again, the second goal from the ball from Damsgaard to Thing, what a ball! You can't argue
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But do
Do
you
you
know
know
what I
what?
mean?
He's actually underrated, Damsgaard, man. He's
Yeah,
underrated.
yeah. That ball, hell of a pass. But again, because he's not in a bigger team, people are going, "Oh yeah, but what if he was in a bigger team?" and blah blah. Like we had a conversation about Gerard Bowen. We had a
Mm.
conversation about Gerard Bowen, and we were going, Gerard Bowen looks like the best player in West Ham's team at the moment. Single handedly, he's carrying. You got Dimitri. You got what's his name there, Paqueta
Paqueta.
there,
Mm.
but Paqueta doesn't look as good as Bowen.
Yeah, but
And
listen, Bowen's a very good player, man. Like he's very. I think
but
with Bowen, it's like because Bowen looks like your typical English footballer.
winger,
Yeah,
yeah,
people don't really give him the respect that he deserves. He's a very good player, man. Very good player. Like whenever I watch West Ham, like whether they lose or win, he's always involved, whether it's a goal
yeah,
or an assist.
yeah.
Like he's a very
He's
good player, man. Very
he's
good
always
player.
he's always in and about. And the conversation I
Mm.
had was would you take Bowen in your team? And then someone was like, no, he's just a big fish in a small pond. And I was like, we said the same thing about Mateta.
Yeah.
We said the same thing about Mateta. They
Mm.
laughed at Mateta when he came in and he basically went, I'm going to be playing and scoring for France. And what's my man doing?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes what it's about, yeah, it's the environment that you're in, and it's just being given a chance in a system that suits your capabilities. That's all it is, man. When people say big fish in a small pond, you can't say that until that player has gone to that club because you
Just
could
won't
say
get
that
that
about Jared
opportunity.
Bowen, but Jared Bowen hasn't played for one of the big teams, so we're never gonna know. But
Mm.
looking at what Jared Bowen offers West Ham, he can definitely go and play for a bigger team. There's no doubt about that and
Yeah,
be an
yeah,
asset,
yeah.
because all you have to look at is the fact that West Ham are what second from bottom, the second from bottom,
I
I think
think
the
so,
second from
yeah.
bottom, yeah, and he's still being called up to the England squad.
Yeah,
So it just shows you that he's definitely got something, and this is an England squad that are stacked in the attack. So
yeah, yeah,
he's a good
yeah.
player, man. I mean, I
And
mean, when Salah was contemplating leaving, the likes of Bowen, the likes of Kudus, and Buemo, those three names should have been the replacement for him. All left
yeah,
footed and all can offer, I'm not saying they're going to get the goals of Salah, but they can all offer a different threat. And the
yeah.
fact that Liverpool didn't really target that was poor. Again, Chiesa, what I mean? He's not really getting game time either.
But
So,
I think that will change. And I think when you start looking at the way Liverpool want to play and the way that they're doing stuff,
mm,
and it's like what we were saying. Like for me personally, it's almost like there's no. Do you know, like when you look at certain things and you think to yourself, this player wants to be number one, that player wants to be number one, he wants to go and be number one, he
mm,
wants to score all the goals. The problem is at the moment, the men that are sacrificing themselves are the people like Sabozlai,
Yeah.
people like um, people like McAllister, people like Chiesa, who
Mm.
are assisting the goals and they're in the right positions. But it's when you get people like I know Gakpo can score, but when you're taking 3 or 4 opportunities, someone might be in a better position than you. Just slide them in. Do you know what I mean? And that's all you want to see. Like for me personally, I think if if given the opportunity, I'd start Ekatike and Isak in a. I'd like to see them in the front too because
Mm.
I think they'll complement each other. I think they'll both happily go. If you're in a better position than me, I'm going to slide it in. Like for me, the most telling thing was in Frankfurt when the ball comes out to Robertson. If that's Kirkes doesn't play that ball. Robertson does first time. But
Mm.
again, that's experience. So to me, why would you not turn around and go, okay, if I start Conor Bradley, I'm going to start Robertson. If I start Kirkes, I'm going to start Gomez. You can't have both of them because you need them to come on. I know he's trying to get them to come on together at the same time in terms of their progression play at the same time together. But I think you need to slowly ease them both in.
Mm.
I think what's happened is they've both been thrown into the deep end and gone figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're both good enough, figure it out. And I don't think that's helped either of them.
But
And
bro,
I
this is
think
this is why I was saying to you at the start of the summer, why he never thought about the three at the back doesn't
yeah,
make sense. Because the three at the back would have taken the responsibility. Because when you're playing left back and you're playing left wing back, yeah, there's different responsibilities there.
yeah,
Because the left sided centre back really would do the job of the left back because he can
yeah,
cover out in the wide positions, especially if you've got someone that has pace as well, like a Lukeba, who I was saying they should have targeted in the summer. And then Kirkes in his first season could have just focused on being that attacking threat as the wing back up and down. The same with Frimpong. And
yeah,
again, it would have unlocked for me Mo Salah as well, in the sense where Mo Salah could have been more about getting numbers. Verts would have had a free role as well. Why he never even thought about that? Again, this is in hindsight as well. So, but why
yeah,
he never thought about that is doesn't make sense to me because I was purely looking at the players that Liverpool signed, and it was calling out for a three at the back. You know,
yeah,
the fact that they went and spent 130 mil on Isak and didn't go and get another centre back, a left-footed centre back to play the three at the back, is where I think he's missed the trick, man. So the fact they're struggling now, you know, again, I didn't see them struggling, but
I didn't see it.
again,
But
why he
again,
didn't change to a three at the back is mad, really.
like you say, it's in hindsight. But again, if he had Leone now, is he playing a free centre back?
But
This is
is Leone left-footed?
I don't know. I
Uh,
don't know. But I reckon he's giving it a go. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Mm.
Or unless now you got Gomez. Why don't you go Gomez? We'll go with a back three. You three a centre back, go with a back three with Gomez
Yeah.
and put Van Dijk in the middle.
Yeah. Bro, but
Do
this is what he should have been doing in the first place. That's what I'm saying to you.
you know what I mean? But I don't know if Frimpong's injured. I don't know what's going on. But
Mm.
again for me, I'm looking at it and going, okay, that's good. But I still think, like you say, I still think a proper DM is
Changes
what
it.
is what changes the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know who you go and get. I don't know if he's going, okay, cool, we got a proper DM. We then I don't know if they're looking at Batatic who is coming back and whatever else and maybe fit to I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know what's going on in the back room of Slot's mind and what the team are talking about. And they're going, okay, cool, this didn't work because they'll do hundreds of hours of video analysis, which is what he'll do,
Mm.
and he will figure it out. This is why I say I don't worry because when you look at the way the man does it, it's not pretty. But again, for me, they just need to figure it out. Like we could have, I think, if we had done what Arsenal had done and just gone and bought a proper DM, we'd been
Mm.
all right. But I think Arsenal have gone the other way. They bought too many defensive players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a hard scale because Arsenal have done it the right way in terms of they're shoring up their defence, but they're only winning games from set pieces. How long does that last?
Boy, well, I mean, I said it this morning, man, earlier today. I mean, they getting points on the board. That's the main
Yeah,
thing right now. But
yeah,
if
yeah.
if there's any Arsenal fan that thinks they're gonna go and win the league playing like that, you better think again, man, because
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
How long does set piece last? Like
it
before,
don't it don't. That's the reality because this is why when people are saying Arsenal are going to win the league, like I'm laughing because you know what it is as well. Yeah, I went through this today. Yeah, so let me just bring it up quickly. So where is it? So if you look at the league table, yeah, the league table is actually mad. I actually didn't realize how close it is. Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's close.
if you look from where is it? From Brighton, who are in 13th.
Yeah,
Yeah. Brighton are on 12 points, yeah, in 13th. And they are only, after 9 games, yeah, 5 points off of the top four.
that's mad, isn't it?
But that's nothing. They're 13th.
That's mad. That's what I mean. That's
But
mad.
I'm telling you. So, and again, I know Arsenal are on 22, yeah, and they've got a bit of a cushion. But if any team just puts together two wins in a row, you're gonna find yourself shooting up the table.
Yeah,
This is how
yeah,
tight it is. To think that
yeah.
Brighton are 13th and they're 5 points from the top four, yeah, 6 points from second, 6 points from second, Brighton, and they're 13th.
That's mad.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That's,
You know what I mean?
that's
So,
but again, that's mad, and that's what I think to myself. I just think to myself, like
mm,
Arsenal have done it the right way in terms of they shored up their defense,
yeah,
and and they've they've stopped the leaking goals. But in the other sense,
mm,
you still want more than a 1-0, a 2-1. They're horrible scores to be
yeah,
at because the problem is it takes a second for a game to change. Do you know what I mean? It takes a split second for someone to make a mistake in the middle of that park. That ball's through, and all of a sudden it's 2-2.
mm,
So
yeah,
for me, it's they've done it right in terms of shoring up the defense, but then they've done it wrong in terms of you've now only got probably one focal point of a striker, which is Gokares, which you're not playing to his strengths.
yeah. He's shit, man. He's shit.
Do you know
He
what I
looks, he,
mean?
he
But
he looks like a builder, man. A builder playing up top, man. Like it's his first game. He's rubbish, man.
do you know
But
what I mean?
again,
But
they're top of the league, so they're not really going to care, Arsenal fans.
no,
But
they're
he's
not.
shit. Mm.
They're not going to care how they look. But again, Man United look good. And I know as much as you hate Amorim, and it's a bit like, oh yeah, but brother, do you think he's got it right now?
Well, bro, I'm glad you brought it up, man, because shades are gonna come off now anyway. So we're gonna
Do you
yeah,
think he's got it
the
right?
hay fever's feeling a lot better now, man. So yeah, let's go on to Manchester United because I mean you know what makes me laugh, yeah. After I done the watch along on Saturday, yeah,
Yeah,
people were asking me does Amarim deserve more time now? Yeah, and you see the problem is now, yeah. This is what I mean about fans, yeah. There's a lot of fans out there that are just flip flop fans where their opinion just jumps from one thing to the next. I'm someone that I'm gonna stick to my opinion that I don't want this manager here, but it's not just because like I just don't rate him as a manager. There's loads of things that I just don't like about this guy in what he does with the team. His substitutions, his team selection, the players that he favors, all the time. So these are other things why I don't really rate him. But to say that he deserves more time, the facts are he shouldn't be here in the first place. So when you're giving him better players and you're giving him time after time, like more and more chances, eventually, yeah, he's gonna put some results together because it's impossible not to. Yeah. But what I would say is over the 3 games, Sunderland, you guys, and Brighton, yeah. Now, the Brighton game yesterday, was it yesterday?
yeah. What
Yeah, yesterday. No, sorry, it was Saturday. It was on it.
was it
Yeah,
Saturday?
Saturday. Yeah,
Oh
Saturday,
yeah,
5:30. So the Brighton game on Saturday, yeah. Now I predicted 2-1 Brighton. Like I got that totally wrong, yeah. But
Yeah.
having watched that game, for me, it was more. Can I say Man United played well to make Brighton look shit? Nah, they didn't. I think United, as what they do, they have spells in the game where the better players, the likes of Cunha, Ahmad, Embuemo, players like that, will just do something in the game that can win you it. Whereas last
Yeah.
season we had Garnacho and Hoyland. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you're getting rid of Garnacho and Hoyland and bringing in Cunha and Embuemo, like your fortunes are going to change. It's obvious. So
Yeah.
I think Brighton were their own downfall, really. I mean, some of the passing they were doing, like risky passing in their own area, they were getting caught time and time again. And
Yeah.
if you look at both the goals that United scored, the one from Cunha and the one from the one from Cunha, and then the second one. Who scored the goals again? It was
Embuemo scored. I know that
yeah, he
much.
got two, Cunha, and someone else scored.
I don't know
Who
who the
scored the
other
other
one
one?
was.
Who scored the other one? It was 4-2, isn't it?
Was it your mate Bruno?
No, he didn't score. Cunha got the first one. Who
I'll
scored the
tell you.
second one?
I'll tell you who it is.
Can't remember the goals.
So it was quick Casemiro.
Casemiro, that's the one. Yeah. So the deflection. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so again, yeah, you had both the goals from Cunha and Casemiro were from defensive mistakes from Brighton. The Casemiro one, you can't really do much about that. The guy's blocked the shot. It wasn't going in. And then he's obviously it's just deflected back into the goal. The Cunha one was it was just Brighton just being careless on the ball and just I think they gave it away. I can't remember what part of the pitch it was. But then even the third goal, which was scored by I don't know who scored the third. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the third one that was scored by Embuemo. You know, I've seen fouls given on that because Luke Shaw pulled back. Can't remember what play. Oh, it was Jorginho Ruta. I think he pulled him back, and 9 times out of 10, the ref blows up for that. So again, Man United have been fortunate in that game. The Liverpool game, you'd have to say they were fortunate because Gakpo hit the woodwork 3 times,
4 times.
open header as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, yeah, it's one of them things where um
You think it's riding your luck at
we're
the
riding our
moment?
luck, yeah. And don't get me wrong, I don't want this manager here, but there's no part of me that's going to turn around and say I don't want to see Man United win games. It's not about that. It's just the manager
Yeah.
just ain't good enough. So the fact that we've got three wins in a row, I'm happy.
Yeah.
But am I convinced that this manager
It's good
is
enough.
going to be the manager for the long term? Hell no, because the better players are bailing him out right now. Now, if he beats Nottingham Forest and beats Tottenham, even I would say, okay, fair enough, man. Maybe something has changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at the fact where we were 3-0 up against Brighton. They got it back to 3-2. And then obviously
Yeah.
Embuemo, more or
Yeah.
less last kick, made it 4-2.
Yeah.
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 The Liverpool game, as we spoke about already, was fortunate. So I'm looking at all these games, and Sunderland, as we know, I didn't see the game, but at home 2-0. So all these games I'm looking at, and I'm thinking, are Man United actually playing well, or are they just running on luck? Part of me, and the majority of me thinks it's just a bit of fortune. It's just fortuitous luck, really.
Yeah.
So this is how I'm kind of looking at Amorim and Manchester United right now. I mean, going away to Nottingham Forest under Sean Dyche. As we know, Sean Dyche is very defensive. He's going to sit in. So Man United now have got to try and break them down. So is he going to be able to break them down? Is he going to pick the right players to break them down? That's the problem because when you're breaking a low block, you need players realistically that can open up a defense, whether it's a through ball or have players that can, do something special in the wide areas to break them down.
It's
You know,
that, but you also want players with close control. That middle
yeah,
of your park is going to be
yeah,
where you win or lose that game.
yeah,
And that's the same for Liverpool. That will be where you win or lose your game. It's in the
mm,
middle of that park. Like you say, if Nottingham Forest are hard to break down, what you
mm,
want to do is you want somebody like a Curtis Jones, you want somebody like a Kobe Mainu You want someone like as much as he's annoying, a Bruno Fernandes. You want someone like that can pick a pass. You want someone that can do something special. You need to have Mbeumo on. You need to have a Cunha on. What
Mm.
what might help you? What might help you is if you play Xerxes.
Bro, Xerxes should be playing every game for me, man. Like,
You you
but we
play.
know this manager doesn't rate him, you know. And again, I think Sesko's been good since he's come to the club, yeah. But the fact that Xerxes doesn't get any game time and doesn't start games
It's
is one
mad.
of the biggest problems why I want this manager gone. Because you know Xerxes has his detractors. There's people out there that don't rate Xerxes, yeah. But Xerxes is a pure footballer. And what I can't stand about Manchester United over the years is that the pure footballers are not given the chance at this club. It's always the ones that are just headless chickens or just runners that are given more grace at Man United. And me personally, I'm never going to accept that. And we had this under Ten Hag. We've got it now under Amorim. They're just picking the players that are athletes, that are runners. So this is why I want him. I want him gone. But I'm not going to start coming on there, start saying Amorim out. And
Yeah.
one of the guys in my chat last time was saying I'm still Amorim out. And listen, to an extent, I hear that, but I look at things like maybe that's more of an agenda because, as I said, I'm not going to say Amorim out after he's won a game because it makes no sense. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I don't rate this manager and he shouldn't be here for me. But I think when you're saying it straight after a game, it's like it
It's
becomes more of a like
but
an agenda for me. You know what I mean? So
again, it's like the whole slot thing, and it's like
yeah,
it's the best thing I heard a Liverpool fan say was, if you can't support us when we win, don't support us. Like if you can't support us when we win, don't support us when we lose. Do you know what I mean? It's the same
yeah,
thing. You can't pick and choose when you want to support this team. Like we've all had shit times. Some of us more than others. Do you know what I mean? Some people have never seen their team go to a Champions League. Some of that
mm,
shit. Do you know what I mean?
mm,
Like I'm not I'm not saying that this is the end all and be all. I'm just saying at the end of the day, Amarim, a bit like Slot, a bit like a few other managers, when you go to certain places, you have to play to what that team's doing. So if a
yeah,
team turns around and goes, we're gonna play a low block, cool, you play your low block. What we're gonna do is we're going to play a man that can hold up a ball, play
mm,
other players in, and we're going to spin and turn you. Because now we're dragging you out. Now we physically have to drag you out of your comfort zone.
comfort zone, yeah,
Of, Otherwise, we're constantly playing into your hands, and this is the problem. And this is where I think Slot differs to other managers. I think he'll soon eventually turn around and go, okay, cool. I now understand that I now can't play the same way every week. I now need to figure out who's best for this game, who's best for that game, who's best for this midweek game. And that's where I think he'll differ and change.
mm. so, so I'm just laughing at the chat. Ah, good. Big up to Rinser, man. Rinser says, "Can we please put it to bed now? Man United have been and will always be a bigger club than Liverpool. Liverpool looking up at the table at United right about now." Yeah, big up Rinser, man. But don't forget your team. We're bigger than you guys as well, man. So I don't know why you're thinking your team are exempt from this conversation because we're a lot bigger than you guys as well, man. So you can hold that one, man. Trust me. But yeah, listen, man. Listen, Liverpool are defending champions. You know, they're struggling right now. But listen, you know what it is today, yeah? And obviously, people that are in the chat earlier today, yeah? I had one guy come in the chat today telling me that, what did he say again? He goes, Man United, hang about, Man United haven't won a trophy since 2003 or something like that. No, since 2013. He's an
you,
Arsenal fan, yeah? And
you've
I'm
won one.
thinking, but
You've
we've
won
won
one
one
since.
more recently than you.
Yeah, you
We've
have.
won
Yeah,
more.
you
We've
have.
won more trophies than you recently.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you have.
yeah,
And
man.
this
Listen, it's
and
it's it's
and
crazy,
and
man.
this is the thing. The thing is like we say, football fans are so fickle. Arsenal fans remember what they want to remember. They
Yeah,
don't they don't remember that there's all this going on and that this would happen and that would happen. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not being funny or nothing.
mm,
Arsenal can say what they want, but I guarantee you now that if they don't win anything if they don't win anything, yeah, this is their season, yeah. Remember how many points they clear right now, guys. I'm telling you now, if they don't win nothing, every Arsenal fan is gonna hear my mouth. Every Arsenal fan is gonna hear my mouth.
Bro, listen, yeah. You've seen that film, yeah? Passenger 57, Wesley Snipes, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
There's one comment he says in it, always bet on black, yeah? Always bet on black. I'm telling you this now. They're not winning nothing this season, I promise you. I promise you. Yeah, you've heard it here first. They are not winning nothing this season. I promise you. I promise you. Because the only two things they got to win is the Champions League or the Premier League. Champions League, forget about it. Yeah, I don't care what they done to Atletico Madrid. Yeah. When they play the big boys, as we know what time it is. Yeah. And this league title, you know, they've started off well, but let's be honest, yeah. They're not going to do it, man. I've seen too much of Arsenal to know that when it comes to crunch time, when they need to win the game, it's not going to happen, man. So listen, you can be calm, man. I'm still going to say Man City win it. I know they got beat by Villa, but Arsenal not winning this title, man. Over my dead body, no way, no way.
But no again, way. It's only 1-0 against Man City, and this is the thing. The thing is, Arsenal kicked down. Oh yeah, but we've been to all the big boys, and I was like, listen, you man are sitting pretty right now. Wait till you got to play some hard teams back to back. Wait till you got to play a Real Madrid, then you got to go Man City, then you got to go Aston Villa, then you got to go somewhere else like a PSG. Then we can have conversations. Because it's not, right now, you're on easy street. You're living life, you're high right now. You're like, oh my God, we're top of the table. If you lose it from this point here.
Bro, I've told Lumi Rain, man, because she's been chatting a whole lot of foolishness, telling me Saka's the best in the world and they're gonna win everything this season and all that rubbish. Listen, my shoulder's gonna be here for her to cry on, man, when it doesn't happen. But I'll tell you this now, yeah. These Arsenal fans chat too much, man, and it's like I get your top, man. Just and what annoys me, yeah, it's like I'm humble with it, yeah. Arsenal win a game, they're top. Give them their dues, man. They're putting wins together. They've been shit, but they're putting wins together. When it's like, oh, Saka's the best in the world and Declan Rice is the next coming of Busquets and all this other nonsense, yeah. This is when you have to just tell them, listen, this is why your fan base is hated, because when it doesn't, when you guys don't win it, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. So yeah, but listen, they're top, man, and it is what it is for the time being.
Let them enjoy it. The downfall is always pretty to see.
Yeah,
downfall is always pretty to see.
Well, look at last season. Look at last season.
Because when they fall, they fall hard. And the problem is this half of the season, I don't worry about Arsenal. It's when we get to January. When we get to January, how many they haven't really got anyone going to the Cup of African Nations, have they? Really, this year, have they? So they don't have that excuse. They don't have that
listen, they'll find some sort of excuse. They'll find some sort of excuse, you know.
Do you know what I mean?
They'll find something, man. But yeah, Rin's saying, "Are Liverpool missing Elliot, Jonas?"
Elliot would be a good shout right now. Don't get twisted. I know people will laugh and joke and whatever. Elliot's retention of the ball, I guarantee you, he'd be quality right now. He would be quality right now. But again, for me personally,
he's not even playing for Villa right now.
No, he's not. But his retention of the ball would be quite good. But again, Liverpool sold and got good money. Why are we complaining?
True. Kirkes trash. Verts 007 flop. Ding dong flop. Van Twerky. Mo Salad needs some protein. Even I can't say. Van Twerky. Van Twerky. But listen, I'm pretty sure apart from Kirkes, Verts and Verts, Van Twerky and Salad, all have league titles, man. So not everyone can do that, man, you know. So
I mean, it doesn't help when, do you know what I mean? When you've got certain man that just love a hair flick and doing nothing else on the football pitch. I mean, I don't know where Odegaard is, because he seems like he he seems like a man that's made of plastic. You know, this is meant to be the
Yeah.
next
Hey,
coming
listen,
of
Odegaard's in the
of a.
treatment room flicking his hair. That's what he's
I
doing.
mean, it's mad. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And this is how fickle they are. They were cussing out Noddy Madueke. Madueke's been their best player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Madueke's been their best player. They were
Yep.
talking about Martinelli being this next coming of whoever.
Oh, he's
Where's he
fucking
been?
shit, Martinelli, man.
Where's
He's
he been?
rubbish. He's
Where's he been?
rubbish, Martinelli.
Score one goal. Do you know what I mean? Hey, listen. In the words of Haaland, stay humble, eh? Stay humble.
Yeah, trust me, trust me.
You
Listen,
know?
let them have their time, yeah, because I'm telling you this now, yeah. These guys only want to start piping up, man, when they're winning games. But as soon as they lose a game, you know, you're not gonna hear from these guys. This is
Missing
what they
person.
do. This is what they do.
Listed as
Odegaard is
missing
better
person.
than is better than Verts.
Behave. Behave.
What are we basing this on? Are we basing it on league titles?
Behave.
Because
This
Verts
this
has a
is
league title.
this is not even a conversation. And the problem is, this is not even a conversation. If
Mm,
Odegaard could stay out of a treatment room, we might have some form of conversation. Like
yeah.
Odegaard, like people forget that Verts is not even playing in his preferred position right now.
Mm,
Verts is not being given the freedom to do whatever he wants to do.
yeah.
We saw it against what do you call it, against thing during
Answer
the week
Frankfurt.
against
Mm,
Frankfurt in the Champions League. The man had like 2 assists and was creating goals left, right, and centre.
yeah.
So I'm not being funny or nothing. All we need to do is give that man a little bit of space and a little bit of time. That man will cook.
Bro, I rate him, man. So listen, I'm not gonna crash it on Verts, man. I rate him. He's one of my favorite players. So he ain't been great, man. But yeah, I think all the criticism for him is obviously gonna come. But Verts is 0 assists, 0 goals. What a player! Only costs 120 million. Bargain. That's what
Mate,
Rince is saying.
mate, let him chat because, like I say, all this time you can chat all of that. You got to remember, Verts has only been in the league for how many? How many titles has Odegaard got in the time that he's been at Arsenal?
0 titles and bare hair flicks. That's what he's got, man.
How many titles? And that's your captain. That's your captain.
He
You
ain't no
know,
captain. If I was
mate,
in Odegaard's team, you think I'm listening to him? No way, man. No way.
mate.
He ain't no captain, man. He's just. I think the reason why he's probably captain is because I don't know. Maybe I can't really tell you, man. Actually, I better say probably because he's a calming influence. But what's he calming down? Because
What's
you know
he
what I mean?
doing?
Yeah,
What's he
it's
doing
it's
like that?
But yeah, no. To say that the thing is Odegaard versus Verts, or saying Odegaard is better than Verts. I mean, you can't really take that. Well, I say take it seriously, but how can you compare it? Because
I
you
can take
know,
it seriously when he's had 9 games in the Premier League.
yeah, it's not really, it's not
Do
really fair, really. You know what I mean?
you know what I mean? He's
Um,
had 9 games in the Premier League, and my man wants to compare it. Listen,
mm.
madness.
Big up to LFC Paul 87 says the problem with the Liverpool is there is no communication between them anymore. Also, VVD, Robbo,
Supposed,
Giants.
supposed, supposed to be Jones.
Oh, Jones, Ali. Who's Ali? He's talking about
Uh,
Mo Salah. He's
probably,
called him Mo Salah Ali, you know.
probably, or Allison.
Oh, Ali. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mad.
Man's called him Mo Salah Ali. Nah. Allison, don't touch this is Anfield sign anyone.
So do you know anymore? So do you know
Oh
before
yeah,
you go out
yeah,
on the
yeah. The,
pitch?
the, the sign. So
Yeah.
wait. So let me understand this. Yeah. So is he
Superstition.
is right. Okay, let me understand this. Yeah. So is Paul saying that because there's no one that wants to touch that sign anymore? Yeah. Wait. I hope I've got it wrong. Yeah. But Paul, if you're still in the chat, are you telling me that Liverpool are losing games because no one wants to touch the sign anymore? Is that what you're saying?
Listen,
Bro, I know you're laughing because you can't believe it either, yeah?
I'm not on board with that. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
All I'm
Paul, hey,
saying is,
hey, Paul, if you're still in the chat, Paul, please explain because I'm going to read this one more time. The problem with the Liverpool is that there is no communication between them anymore. Also, VVD, Robbo, Jones, and Allison don't touch this Anfield sign anymore. So the Anfield sign touching is a reason why you're not winning games.
No, we're just dog shit. We're just dog shit.
Big up Paul, man. But Paul, you've lost me. Ain't gonna lie. You've lost me.
We're dog shit. Personally,
Yeah.
I think he needs to start Robbo in the next game. I think he needs to start Robbo in the next Prem game.
It's probably because he's more reliable than Kirk, isn't it?
It's that, but it's also the fact that Van Dijk has a little bit more trust for Robbo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has a little bit more trust for Robbo, and is a bit more like, okay, cool. What I would like to see is I'd like to see Batatic back in the squad if he's fit. I don't know where he is, but I'd like to see him back in the squad if he's fit. In a DM role, because that is his actual role.
Mm.
It'll be interesting to see who he plays on Wednesday against Crystal Palace.
What? Oh, what, in the cup?
Yeah. See what he changes.
The thing is, he should surely change the whole team, no?
I don't know if he will. This is the problem. So you got to think. Curtis Jones picked up a niggle.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Frimpong. Allison is, I think, still out injured.
Mm.
Then you still got to think. You've got who else is there? Isaac is like hit and miss with injuries, I think, because they were saying they didn't know if he needed surgery. No, last year when he was at Newcastle, and Newcastle were like, "Oh, we don't know if he should get surgery or whatever," but they were like, "We're on a Champions League run. We're going to push for him to stay in and basically push through the injury." So there's that for Isaac, which I think was the same with. I can't remember who else had the same surgery. Someone had the same surgery and they were out for a year. But again, it's just injury, so I don't know who he starts. Personally, I'd change it. I'd start people like Chiesa. I'd start people like Bert. I'd start a CDM.
Yeah.
Where
you guys at home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the next 3 games are at home, which I think is Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Saturday night, and then Real Madrid the following, which I'm not freaking looking forward to. Which I'm not.
Real Madrid as well.
But that Real Madrid, bro.
Oh, what, next week?
Yeah, bro.
Boy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say how long Slot's got, man, but I think he might have to pack his bags now.
Mate, that's a horrible game. The only saving grace is that we're at home.
Yeah. What, against Real Madrid as well?
Yeah. And then I think we're away at Man City after that. I'm pretty sure it is. So it's the next 4 games are testing, which are Crystal Palace in the Cup, then Aston Villa, which is always a freaking hard game, but we're at home. Then Real Madrid at home. And then I just saw the comment. And then Man City away. Man City will be a horrible game.
Oh, but you got Man City coming up as well. My God.
Yeah, bro. It's horrible. It's a horrible run.
I was gonna say, man, Slot could be losing his hair, man, but it's already gone. So
it's gone, bro. It's gone.
The thing is, though, do you reckon he lasts the season?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You reckon he does? Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I reckon he figures it out.
The funny thing is, it sounds sarcastic, but I'm actually being serious.
Yeah, nah. I reckon he does. I reckon he figures it out. The thing is I don't think Liverpool are that. Unless it's in real dire straits.
Yeah.
Then I personally think he figures it out and sort of goes, all right, cool, this is not working. And I think it's either this game or the Aston Villa game he figures it out. I think, personally.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got much longer than that. I think it's either one of those 2 games he figures it out and sort of goes, this is what we need to do, change all of this shit, and bam, it's done.
Yeah. I think what they need to do, man, is just get a couple of 1-0 wins together, get the confidence probably back, and then that'll be a good start, man. But the game's coming up.
Yeah, I think personally he just needs to think about not shipping 1-0. Not about getting the the first 10 minutes. Just show up the game for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't care about going and scoring first. Just show it up for the first 10 minutes, then we can figure it out.
Real Madrid gonna whoop Liverpool like a pissed off dad whooping his naughty kid.
I'm telling you now, if we win that game, you better be ready, son.
I think when it comes to Champions League, man, I don't know why Arsenal are in this conversation personally, but yeah, it is what it is, man.
Listen, they beat Atletico Madrid and thought they were superstars. Atletico Madrid played the most haram football we've ever seen in our lives. Yeah, when they come up against big boys like PSG,
they get smoked. Yeah,
and get smoked, or the Inter Milan, the Napoli. Do you know what I mean? These are the teams that you need to worry about. Don't worry about us, group boy. We got 6 Champions League titles. We got 6 Champions League titles.
Yeah.
I no Arsenal fan can chat to me about Champions League, boy. I don't want to hear it. Them man ain't even got one. They ain't even got a. Have they got a Europa League trophy?
Boy, I mean, I think the last time Arsenal won a European trophy, I'm pretty sure it was called the Cup Winners' Cup or something like that. It might have been that, man. Might be back in the 70s or something like that. But yeah, man. I don't know what for Arsenal, man. Listen, them guys can chat, man, because as I said, I've not seen nothing why I should be scared of, you know. You've got a builder up top who ain't doing nothing. Saka hasn't really been great. I mean, he's been decent in a couple of games. You know, Martinelli's shit. Trossard's lost it. Declan Rice is overrated. Gabriel's a good defender, to be fair. But let's face the fact he should have been sent off against Newcastle. Saliba has been a bit up and down. Timber's solid, to be fair. David Raya is a calamity. Calafiori, I mean, it's a matter of time before he gets rinsed. You know what I mean?
The thing is how is he so far up the pitch and nobody's exploited that?
Yeah, but you know what it is though. Yeah, defensively they're very organized. That's the thing. But all it's gonna take is for one team to just identify the frailties in that defense. Yeah, and then you're gonna see them crumble. But listen, Timber, Gabriel, them two especially have been their best 2 defenders, and they are solid. But mark my words, it's a matter of time before that defense gets penetrated. I promise you.
Yeah.
Like Victor is better than Tesco's. Let's not be silly. Listen. Listen. you think he's better than Sesko, yeah? Well, listen. Let's put a poll out, man, because if we done a poll, I'm pretty sure, man, it'll be unanimous in Sesko's favor. You know what I mean? It'll be unanimous because
I tell you what makes me laugh, Gav, is the fact of the matter of the fact is nobody watches Arsenal games, but everybody seems to be watching Man United and Liverpool games.
Listen, no one gives a shit about Arsenal. Let's be honest, man. We only talk about Arsenal when it comes to banter. When you've got a manager that's been there for 6 years, yeah, and he ain't won nothing yet, like, why are we taking them seriously? Let them be excited at being top of the league, yeah. But I promise you this now: come the end of the season, it's not going to happen, man. So we know what it is. You know, as I said, yeah, the other day I spoke to one of my guys, and he was saying to me, if Arteta finishes outside the top 2, he'll keep him. That just tells you all you need to know. Like, he ain't serious. Like, they're not serious. So when that happens, yeah, let's see if they got the same energy. You know,
has it almost been? Is it almost 20 years since the Invincibles yet?
Well, the last time they won a trophy was 2003, man. So yeah, I'll make you right. Yeah, I'll make you right.
Has it been 20 years since the Invincibles, and we're still going on about
it? And you know why that is? Because that's the only trophy they've got. That's the only thing. The only thing these guys can get excited about is this whole Invincible. Who gives a fuck about that? Like, what did you win Champions League that season?
No.
Nah, you didn't. So who cares, man? Like, no one cares about that. The facts are no title since 2003. You know, and you've got Lego Head in charge, yeah. That's been there for 6 years, and these
not
guys are
want to
still happy to
trophy.
keep him.
Yeah.
Just shows you the standards, isn't it?
Yeah,
Big up,
man.
big up to Slotaholic, man. Says Sesko seems more of a complete player, bro. Like, big up to Slotaholic, man. But one thing I'm gonna say you've got wrong, there ain't no seam about it. He is a more complete player. I don't think you realize how shit Victor Gyökeres is, man. He's crap. The guy's a builder, man. Like, come on. You know, I was told by Lumi Rain that he's gonna score 25 league goals. That's what she was telling me. He's gonna score 25 league goals. I mean, like he's just gonna rock up to the Premier League and score 25 league goals, even though against the big teams he doesn't score any goals. This
Yeah,
is this,
yeah.
this is what these Arsenal fans are doing. They're putting players in conversations that they don't belong in. I think Gyökeres has got what, 3 goals?
Yeah. But
You
maybe
know?
4. I don't
Oh,
know.
sorry, 4. Is it 4 or
Maybe,
3?
I have no idea. I think it's one of those.
And he's played, and I think he started every game, every league game. He's got 3 or 4 goals, and they've come in. I think they've come in 2 of the games or 1 of the games, something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
listen, 25 goals, man. That's a long shot for him. I think if I'm Gyökeres, yeah, I'll just be happy, man, with seeing the pitch once Havertz comes back. You know what I mean? So yeah. So when my man's saying Victor's got more goals than Victor's got more goals than Tesco, yeah. But again, context will tell you, yeah, that Gyökeres has started more games than Sesko. Sesko hasn't played regular games, so. But these men don't want to do context. They just want to come on there and just chat rubbish. You know what I mean? But when it's all said and done, when it comes crashing down, like Hulk Hogan said, yeah, I want to see the energy that you come on this channel, yeah, because I tell you this now,
It's not. It's not gonna come on the same. It's not, brother, because he goes hiding after they lose a game. He's got
yeah,
all the chat for Liverpool fans in our group chat
yeah.
when the game's on. Nobody
Bro, don't
cares
worry.
for an
I'll send.
Arsenal
Hey,
game.
I'm gonna send him the link. Don't worry about that, man. I'll send him the link and let him answer for his crimes. You know what I mean?
Fam,
We're
he's
gonna
not
put we're
gonna
gonna put him
answer.
under pressure. You know what I mean?
Fam, he's not even gonna answer for his crimes now. He's not even gonna come on the pod now. They're in the lead now, Gav, and he don't even want to come on the pod. What makes you think he's gonna come on when they lose, brother? Listen, you
Yeah,
might as well
true,
send him
true.
out. You might as well send him out a missing poster now, because that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put him on the back of a milk carton. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, "Have you seen me?" Because I ain't
Mm.
seen him. I ain't seen him since the end of the season.
Man, man's gonna be hiding in his basement, man, eating that baklava. That's what he's gonna be doing. You know what I mean? Chewing on that baklava. That's what he's gonna be doing, man. You know what I mean?
Them man there, bro.
All right, look, all
Got
right, look,
all
look, look, look. I will come in 2 weeks. Yeah, all right. Yeah, yeah,
We've heard
yeah,
that
yeah.
before.
Yeah, yeah. I think the 2 weeks he means is like probably when they're probably winning games or something like that. You know what I mean? You know what I
Brother,
mean? But
listen. Once we
yeah,
start getting a run of games and they're playing constantly and they got a rotate team and can't rotate team, we'll see what
mm,
happens. We'll see what happens because right now he's
yeah,
keeping the same 11, which is all good and well, but you got to learn to rotate that team. You can't
yeah,
keep playing Saka week in week out. Why do you think the man injured and crumbled up now?
yeah. Let's Saka's. Remember he got that bad injury last season as well. So
Yeah, and he's
that's,
still waiting to
that's
play
gonna
him,
take its toll. Mm,
and he's still waiting to play him. So at the end of the day, your manager don't know how to manage, and that's
yeah,
why that's why you don't win titles. And they were all last year. They were all like, "Oh yeah, this is our title to lose," and that. Big man, you didn't win it though.
bro, it's their title to lose. Then it never was their title in the first place. What's he talking about? Listen, man. Listen. Yeah, he knows the invitation's there to come on, man. When he plucks some courage, you know what I mean. Courage ain't his forte, so when he plucks it up, man, I'll let him come on and answer for his sins if he can. But as I said, man, let them guys chat because this is what they do. Unfortunately, I mean, where's Wacker? I haven't seen Wacker for a little while. Man, come in my chat telling me about Arsenal this, Arsenal that, and then when they got beat, he was nowhere to be seen. You know what I
I
mean?
told you, bro.
So
They got missing, bro. They got most
they go
amount in chat,
missing, man.
bro.
Yeah.
I
So
see them hate watching Liverpool games. Do you
sad.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like for me personally, I'm like I don't mind it because I know come end of the season we're gonna be having the same conversation about Arsenal. Do you know
Yep.
what I mean? And
And the
I'm not
same
worried.
combo is gonna be Arteta in, Arteta out. It's not even titles because forget that. You ain't win no title.
Exactly,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
But
So
like I say, for me personally, I think Slot is in the whole way for the rest of the season. I think he just needs to figure it out.
Yeah.
Do you know
No,
what I mean?
listen. I mean, Liverpool will get it right eventually. I think.
Yeah.
Whether they can get back in the title picture. I mean, there's nothing in it really with the points, but
No.
it's
And
it's not
and
it's gonna be easy. Put it that way.
no, and we're 9 games in, and I think to myself, if we had this conversation by the
Mm,
time we got to Christmas,
yeah.
and we were looking like this, I'd be like, big man, I'm done. I'd be like, we're
Mm,
done. We're cooked. We're finished out here. There's no
yeah.
chance. But we're 9 games in. We're 9 games in, and it's all laugh and jokes now. But like I said to you last week, the moment Liverpool get it right, which they will do, the moment they get it right and then players click and they start talking, it's going to be a fucking problem.
Yep.
It's
I
going to
agree.
be a problem because Ekatike does not look like he's not going to score. Um, Isaac does not look like he's not going to score. Do you know what I mean? We know these players have got goals in them.
Mm,
Gakpo getting them chances that he's got an inch under, an inch to the right, left, whatever. That back of the net is going to be bold. So going forward, I'm not worried about. It's just defensively, we
yeah.
just need to throw up something, and I don't know
Oh,
how we do it.
do you reckon he goes into the market in January?
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to.
Mm,
He has no option now. He's got to.
yeah.
Leone's out for a year.
Mm,
Gomez is too hit and miss.
mm,
Gomez is too hit and miss. If Gomez was fit and Leone got injured, we could have a conversation.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But for
Mm,
me, because Gomez is so injury prone, I don't know what happens.
mm,
But again, I reckon in thing, because they could have spent another 200 million and been fine. I think they go back in January and go, we need a DM and we need a defensive person. Because
yeah.
Leone's best case, he's out for a year, which means he's not back till next year anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think January they definitely need to go and get a defender, 100%.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I don't know why, yeah, but I can see one of Kanate or Van Dijk picking up a little injury. I
yeah,
can see it, man. So
yeah,
they got to go and get some reinforcements there, man. But
yeah. I
but
can
yeah,
see
no.
I can
Go
see
on.
it being Konate. I can see it being Konate picking up an injury.
And you know why? Yeah, because when you look at it, Kanate is doing a lot of Van Dijk's running. It's
Yeah,
going to take its toll. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, before we wrap, so the big six: Liverpool Champions League, tick. United Champions League, tick. Chelsea Champions League, tick. City Champions League, tick. Spurs Champions League, tick. Let's add Nottingham Forest in there as well. Champions League, tick. Arsenal. Arsenal. Rest my case. Yeah,
they're
you
not
know what I
on.
mean?
They're not on the board. They're not on the board.
Well, they're on the board, man, but I just see a big red X. So, and that's Europa and Champions League. So, listen, they're not serious, man. Let's get let's not listen to them guys, man.
Yeah,
Big up to Jago says Elliot Anderson to Man United in January. No, I can't see it, man. I think Elliot Anderson, the fact that he's a regular international now for England, his price
he's
tag's
gonna.
going to go up.
Yeah, he's gonna be money.
He's going to be money. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I know he was poor against United, but I still want Baleba. I still want Baleba to come through the door. I know he was poor, but yeah, man, I still want Baleba. But listen, Man United definitely needs some midfielders, but I'm more focusing on this manager because I don't want to give this manager any players, man, because I don't trust him to use the right ones. So yeah, listen, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But
Well,
at the moment, three wins. Hmm.
before you wrap up,
Go on.
what do you reckon happens to Kobe Mainoo?
Do you know what? Yeah, I don't think this is a hard one. I think it's an easy one. Yeah, Minu will stay longer before the manager.
You think so?
Yeah, because yeah, it's purely because he's a youth product that he's regressed under this manager.
Yeah,
There's no denying that he's
yeah,
regressed because of the system, and he's regressed because the manager clearly rates a different kind of player in terms of athleticism in the midfield. I don't believe because if you look at Man United's first team now, he's the only player from the youth that's come through the youth academy in the squad. So
yeah,
and it's a massive thing for United. So I don't see Man United parting ways with Kobe Minu. before the manager. The only problem it is that if Amorim somehow keeps winning and keeps giving himself chances to remain in the job, why he's not playing Kobe Minu, then Kobe might look for a loan. But I'll be very surprised, and I don't see it, if United sanction Kobe Manu going out on a permanent. The only way I
Yeah,
can see it happening is if Kobe goes on loan, and then if this manager somehow survives for longer than he has to, and then next season Kobe comes back and the manager's not here. But I don't see them saying Manu can go purely because we know Manu's got talent and
yeah,
he's an academy prospect as well. So, and again, as we know with Man United, they love an academy player coming into the first team, and he's the
yeah,
only one right now. So
yeah,
whether they
yeah,
want to give that up for Ruben Amorim, I'll be very surprised, man. So um, yeah, no, I'm gonna say that that Kobe in January. It depends where. So I'm trying to think how many games are there till January. Probably looking at another what
So
five
one,
about five
one,
6 games probably.
one a week. You'll have one Boxing Day,
Hmm.
probably. Yeah, yeah. You're probably
About
looking
five,
at
6 games probably, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, maybe even more. Because you got the whole of yeah. So no, you're probably looking at 8 games. I reckon eight, 8 to 10
Eight
games.
Premier League games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you got to
Okay.
think there's one a week. You
Mm.
got the whole of November, and then you got the
Yeah.
whole of December.
December.
So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so you're probably looking at probably 8 to 10 games.
Okay. So yeah. So again, Amarim's in survival mode because as soon as he goes on a loss, there's going to be talk about him losing his job, etc.
Yeah,
So again, just based on Kobe Manu, because the World Cup's coming up, one way
he
or
needs.
another,
Yeah,
something's got to give. Whether Kobe
yeah,
goes on loan or whether he starts playing.
yeah. Which
It's
I
one of
think
them
I
things, man.
I think he'll personally look at alone because if the manager's not playing him now and he's
Yeah,
good enough to play now, I don't understand why he's not trying to put him in
yeah,
because it is a World Cup. It is a World Cup year next year, and that's what he'll be thinking about. What the
yeah.
hell do I do?
There you go. So something's got to give. Whether Amarim gets the sack or whether Kobe doesn't get game time and forces a loan move, but I don't see it being a permanent, personally. So
Yeah, we'll see
yeah,
what happens.
yeah. Big up to Jay, man, for coming on. Big up. But guys, listen up, man. Big up yourselves for tuning in. Obviously, sixth stream, man. I've enjoyed this one today. Obviously, you got to
I bet you
enjoy
have.
the Ops' downfall. You have to, but obviously you can never leave this stream without getting some banter from Arsenal as well. So what I mean, them guys never cease to amaze, man. But no, listen, big up yourselves for coming on. Big up my guy for coming on as well, man. Each and every time.
Pleasure as always. Pleasure.
Yeah,
I tell you what. I tell you what. Who I would like to hear from. If there's any Chelsea fans
yeah,
that want to come in, talk to us. You
yeah.
spent all this money and nobody's talking about it. You're below us. They beat
Bro, they're
us
a,
and
they're a
they're
different
below us.
conversation, man. Like when you got a front three about them, when you spend the amount of money that's spent, yeah, and you got a front three of Garnacho, Pedro Neto, and Mark Gu with Gittins on the bench, yeah, it's time. It's
Man,
time to just fold the club, man. Fold the club because that is
man.
ridiculous. Mark Gu, Garnacho, and Neto. What's going on there, man? Ridiculous.
It's
But
mad.
that's their problem, man. That's their problem. But yeah, listen, guys, Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, whatever club you guys are fans of, if you guys ever want to jump on the stream with us and get into some football chat, then by all means, man, let me know. It's good to have obviously different fans up in there as well and get your take on how you see your club, But as I said, man, yeah, it's free. If you guys want to come on, just let me know. But yeah, listen, we're gonna be back next week as normal. Obviously 5:30 again. So yeah, we'll definitely be back. But as always, guys, make sure you guys smash the like button, help the channel to grow, and make sure you guys sub to the channel if you're new in here as well. And also make sure you always share the channel, guys. So try and share it to the platforms that you're on. Try and get more engagement on there. And Jonas is linked to his socials in there, Instagram and his Twitter is in the description. So make sure you guys go over and give him a follow as well. Give him some support. Yeah. So yeah, man. Listen, it's been a good stream, man. And as
Yeah.
I said, back next week. and let's see. Let's see if Liverpool can get a win.
Listen. If not, I'm gonna be back here next week in my black suit.
Wait. Who you guys got in the league game next week? Actually,
Aston Villa.
Sorry.
Aston Villa, bro.
Sorry, my mic. One sec. Sorry, bro. Who you got? Aston Villa.
Yes.
All right, shades will be on because I tell you now, yeah. Listen, they've won their last 4 games. You guys are at home.
Yeah.
Well, that's not saying nothing. We beat you at home, so.
Yeah. Well,
listen, Aston Villa, boy,
yeah,
Ollie Watkins, man. It might be an Ollie Watkins Mazzoline at Anfield, but yeah, listen, something's got to give, man. Is it going to be 5 in a row? Because if it's 5, I think Slot's P45 will be in the office, man. It'll be called Slot 45, man. Trust me, but
we'll see what happens.
We'll see, man.
Start with a midweek win, get onto Aston Villa, hopefully get a win. And then I don't care about Real Madrid. We can happily lose to Real Madrid.
Boy, listen, I don't know if that's a good attitude to be taking, man. To be fair.
Listen. Yeah. 2 out of the 3, I'll freaking take. And then we got to play Man City after that. Listen.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Slot's done out here, man. Slot is done out here. I'm telling you now, his P45 is in the office right now, man. Because that's a horrible run. So Palace, Villa, Real Madrid, Man City.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gone. All right, man. All right, he's gone. Oh, look, Wacker's in the house. Big up to Wacker, man. Big up for coming through, man. Yeah, Slot's done, man. He's done out here. I'll be very surprised if he picks up 1 point out of all 4 of them games. So, yeah, he could be done. But listen, football's football, man. Who knows? You guys will go and win every game.
Exactly. From now, yeah, it could be.
I can't see it, but
I can't see it, but if we do, it's a miracle. So, but again, I don't want to be top of that table for Champions League. So we know what happened last year. So let's just keep it lower down.
Yeah. Right, let's see what happens, man. Let's see. But yeah, listen. Anyway, man. Guys, big up yourselves for coming on each and every time. I should be back live. Well, I should be. I'll be back live tomorrow, 12:30 normal time. And yeah, listen, we're gonna get into some more football talk. So yeah, make sure you guys come through. And as I said, make sure you're following Jonas on his socials, which is in the description. And yeah, guys, we'll be back next week at 5:30. Take it easy, bro. Take it easy, yeah.
Take it easy.
Later, man.